Ladies and gentlemen, I am declaring war. No, it's not war on a country. No, it's not war on a minority. No, it's not a war on drugs. It is a war against the parasite that lives in every human's mind. It's Ryan from the Melbourne Centre of Healing here. What's the first step of winning a battle, winning a war? The first step is know thy enemy. I'm going to tell you who this enemy is and how we can start defeating them. Who is the parasite? The parasite is a belief system that is holding us back. It's a limiting belief system, a negative belief system, something that's blocking us from being the person that we know we can be, from living in peace, from living in happiness, in strength, and in health. How does the parasite show up? How do we know when the parasite is in our mind and talking to us? It comes to us in two forms, the judge and the victim. How do we identify them? The judge. I'm going to start with a belief system that most people have that is ingrained in us when we're very little, that belief that I'm not good enough. So how do we know when the parasite's talking to us? The judge. Ever have that voice in your head that says, you can't do that? Who do you think you are? You're not as good as that other person. Well, you think you can make money doing that? Other people can do that, but you can't. Who do you think you are? You're not good enough. You're not good enough for that. That's the judge. Okay? Once we have the judge, who's the victim? The victim, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm not good enough. I can't do that. Those other people, they can do it, but it's just not for me. I've just got to stick with doing what's comfortable here for me. Both of those voices, the judge and the victim, they are the parasite that lives in our mind. It's a faulty belief system talking to us through these two people. We all have it to varying degrees, and some people it gets so brutal that it beats them into depression, it beats them into anxiety, it beats them into addiction, both substance and behavioral. It all stems from telling ourselves, or the parasite telling us this rubbish about ourselves, like we're not good enough, that we don't love ourselves, that we're not worthy of love, that we're not confident. It's all a parasite and it is not true. So, how do we kill a parasite? It's a good question. We starve the parasite. If we starve the parasite will get weaker and weaker and will eventually die. So how do we starve it? What does the parasite feast on? It feasts on our attention, our energy, and our focus. We always have an attention, an energy, and a focus, and it has to go somewhere. Unfortunately, the parasite is very tempting, and we give in and we give it all of our attention, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Whereas we get up in the morning and tell ourselves, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not confident. And we go to bed thinking the same thing. Every time we do that, we are feeding this enemy. What we need to do is shift our attention and shift our focus. We need to start focusing on things that give us energy, our creative side, our artistic side, whatever that might be. Okay, that might be painting, that might be dancing, that might be writing, that might be sport, whatever it is that gives you energy and makes you come alive before the parasite goes, oh, don't do that, you're not good enough. So, what's the best tip to start starving this parasite? Whenever you hear the judge or the victim, whenever you hear them in your mind, you can't do that, you're not good enough. You need to say this one simple sentence and say it every time. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You can say it angry if you want. I don't fucking believe you. I tend to just have a smile on my face and say, I don't believe you. This starves the parasite. And it might be hard at first, and the parasite will want to cling on a lot, but I'm telling you, you keep saying this, the parasite will get weaker and weaker and weaker. Whenever you hear that voice that says you're not good enough, you're not as good as someone else, you can't do something, I don't believe you. I simply don't believe you. This is the first step to turning the tide in this war. This is the most important war that humanity can face because we're all walking around with these faulty belief systems and it's stopping people doing what they're meant to be doing on this earth. Stop people uncovering their hidden talents and giving the gift to the world they're meant to give. This is so vitally important. So join me. I'm encouraging everyone to join me in the war. Myself, Melissa here at the Melbourne Centre of Healing, our clients, we are declaring war on this parasite so we can live the life we are all meant to live. Peace.